Okay, in this video I'm going to show you in detail how to get ready to import some files that you might have over at Aweber or GetResponse or somewhere you decided that you don't want to pay up the nose for all these different email services that you have, and you've decided that our features are better and more fun to deal with. So you want to transfer all your files to us, which would be great. So this is how you do that. The first step is that let's assume that you have a file that you're ready to import, or maybe you bought some leads from somebody that we've accepted to be imported into our system. And here's an example of some leads that we are allowing. And in here is 1, 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different fields that we want to import. Now, we don't have all these fields ready, so we have to create what we call custom fields. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that when you download your files and you have everything you want to import, that you know what they are. So for instance, the first column of fields is emails, second is first name, then last name, then address, city, state, zip, telephone number, IP address, and the opt-in date. So let's go and take a look at, and this is the date that these people opted in. So we're going to move over here. We're going to open up a new campaign, and you click on Autoresponders to open up a new campaign. And once that campaign opens up, and I've got a lot of campaigns, many of my campaigns in here are test campaigns, and as you can see, each manila folder is a campaign. So we're going to go all the way down to the very bottom here, and at the very bottom of my file here, I'm going to create a new campaign. So I'm still scrolling down here, I apologize for that. And let's call this test 999 because I think I've had 999 tests so far. I'm going to create this autoresponder. And when I create the autoresponder, it says, do you want to continue to go with our opt-in form or go back to the autoresponder list? Well, we're going to go back to the autoresponder list. So I'm going to click on go to autoresponder list. And we have the new autoresponder called test 999. Some people call this campaign, and we may change that word to campaign, but this is the campaign called test 999. Now, the only fields that are available right now, if you were to look at the HTML code, you'd only see name and email in here. So if you go back to that file that I want to import, you'll see that we have more than just name and email. So if you just want to put in the first name and email address, you're all set. But we want to add in all these different features. So what we want to do is we know that name and email, the first name and email are ready. So we want to add last name, address, city, state, zip. Let's do that part now. Those are called custom fields. You go to custom fields. And I'm going to scroll up here a little bit. Okay, I'm at custom fields. Add new field. Well, we already know that we have name and email. So I'm going to add a new field. Call it last name. Click on submit. I'm going to go back to custom fields and add a new custom field. And I'm going to go with address. Go back to custom fields, add a new one. City. Add a new one. State. Add a new one. In the US it's called zip code, other places it's called postal code, zip code. Add a new one. Now, one of the things I don't know about this is if these are cell phone numbers that we have or regular numbers, because we do have a spot for cell phone. So I'm going to leave that blank, and I'll show you why in just a few minutes. I'm going to go to IP address. This is the IP address that was used by that person that opted in. So it's good to have that. So if somebody says, I never opted in, and I can say, well, do you live in this area based on the IP address and based on your email address, you did opt in on 10/12 or whatever the date is. And that's what we're going to add again. So we've got last name, address, city, state, zip, IP, and I'm going to add a new custom field. And the last custom field is opt-in date. And click submit. Okay, now your part, for the most part, what you need to do to import all this information here, that's all done for you. But there's more things that need to be done. You need to now actually import that information. So to import that, you need to contact the main office, or go to help desk, go to support. Where is support? Click on support and let them know now would like to import a file. How do we proceed? Now eventually we're actually going to have an import feature where you just click a button and you fill out all the information. So what's going to happen here, and you just whatever, thank you, Keith, and you click the send message. What will happen is that within within 24 hours, you'll get a message back saying, please send the file to this email address, or please contact us on Skype or some fashion so we can have those files imported. And that's it. Once that's done, I'm going to give you instructions saying what's the name of the file, where do you want it imported, and all that kind of fun stuff, okay? So now I'm going to show you the back end of what our process is so you can get an understanding of what we need to do after you send the file to us, all right? Okay, I'm now in the back office of my folder here. I'm going to go to my account, which is right here, and I'm going to select the autoresponder. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of autoresponders in here, or campaigns. So this is the name of this is me, and these are the names of all my different campaigns that I have. At the very bottom, here's test 999. Now, what I want to do is I made a mistake. So hold on just 1 minute, and that's the good thing, and I'm glad I made this mistake, so I'm going to go back to show you how important this next feature is. Okay, one of the things that I completely forgot to do, and this is why it didn't show up, is I didn't publish those new custom fields. So now I need to just click on publish these custom fields. So I'm going to publish it right now, and a menu is going to pop up. It says fields published successfully. You can use it in forms. Okay, now if I go back to my system here, where as you can see, these are the 3 fields that are standard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a little bit of a movement here so you can see a little bit more of the screen. And I'm going to just refresh this. You just need to go back to one site. Go back to here. All right, so I just refreshed it. And by refreshing it, you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. There we go, right here. Here's the name, here's the email address, cell phone, last name, address, city, state, zip, IP address, and opt-in. Now, I'm going to go back in here, and what we need to do in our back end is we need to make sure email address is first name, last name, and everything is in this order right here. So I'm going to go back here, and I know it's going to be a name, it's going to be email, and it's going to be name, which is always the first name actually, last name, address. All I do is drag and drop here. Address, city, state, zip, IP address, nope, city, state, zip, cell phone, IP address, and then opt-in date. Okay, so I'm going to now go and highlight these, check all these off to confirm that I want all this information imported. And then I'm going to go to find that folder. Now, I know this is on my desktop, and I know it's called November 999, because this is my November test 999. I'm going to click on Open, and it's now showing up here. And now that's showing up, I'm going to click on Do Import. So I'm going to click on that. and it says files successfully imported. I'm going to click on OK, and I'm going to contact you and let you know that we've imported the files. And what you're going to see, when I go to the front page of Autoresponder, I have other features in here. And as you can see, actually, I get the button that says import request. That's just not ready yet. It's coming real soon. So instead of clicking on import request, you just need to go to the help button, support button, and click on support and ask for us to import it for you. All right, so here are the subscribers. So I'm going to check on subscribers, and I'm going to check on test 999 because that's the subscriber list. And as you can see, they have all been imported here, all the way to number 4,000. All right, that's it. I hope that was helpful, and we will see you on the next video. Oh, before I do that, I want to show you the details. This is just the basic information, the first name, email address, and that they're subscribed. And that IP address is actually the IP address that was imported from, and this is the date. But if you want to get to more details, you'll actually see the real information here. Here's the person's cell phone number. Here's their last name, address, city, state, zip, opt-in date, and the IP address that they actually signed in originally. Okay? Hopefully that was helpful there too. All right. Thank you very much. Again, as I said just a minute ago, we'll see you in the next training video.